in lieu of what has happened with Trump, I thought I would show a video. I don't know if I'm past the statute of limitations of whatever, but my case was dismissed with prejudice. And so they could charge me again with disorderly conduct. And it all happens to deal with this guy right here. His name is James Woody. James Woody works for a company called Knight's Towing. Knight's Towing 2 in our city is a shitbag company that decided to start stealing cars from our neighborhood because they were given carte blanche by administration. What they would do is they would sign their own tow certificates, show up, and steal the cars. They didn't do it in the daytime because they didn't want to deal with the consequences of stealing cars. They would do is, as you see here, they show up at 12:30 at night. I believe this is actually 11:30. I think my camera system was off. But they show up this late at night and basically jack your car. In this case, this guy said my car was improperly parked. As you can see right here, my car is in my driveway. And his claim is that the tires on the passenger side were too far into the grass. They probably were touching the grass by about all of like 2 inches, maybe at most. It's a ridiculous claim on their end. So we've been dealing with these guys. I've been seeing them stealing my neighbors' cars. We have had words with James Woody many times. Multiple times I would stop him when he would drive by the house and I'd ask him, what are the rules today? So basically what this guy is doing is he's retaliating. He wanted to take our car because he hated us because, yeah, we would call him names when he was stealing our neighbors' cars or whatever. Because like you come to the poorest neighborhood in our city and you basically jack cars to hold them ransom for $200. So as you can see here, basically I go out to stop the guy. I'm like, get the fuck away from the car. And he wouldn't get away from it. You can see right there, he kind of trips and falls. And then now he gets up and he goes to his truck. And me and my friend try to stand in his way to say, get away from the car. And then he shoves me, which is really hard to see. And at that point, I about get up and I'm going to go start a fight with him. I'm going to go beat his ass. But my wife gets in the way. So basically, he assaults me, attacks me, and won't leave the car alone. I should have taken a much different approach, in my opinion. I think I should have violently defended my property, but I thought I could talk my way out of it. But in this case, this guy didn't give 2 shits whatsoever. He kept going forward with his process of taking our car. So the city prosecutor for Olathe, I have no idea what her name is, or else I'd call her out. Awful woman with terrible fashion sense. Probably the worst dressed prosecutor I've ever seen. She didn't give a shit. She did not give 2 shits about this situation. Didn't even bother to look into it. Kept trying to get me to plead guilty, take a fine, take probation. And I was like, fuck you, fuck that. I did nothing wrong. In this situation, James Woody broke the law. There's a law on the books that says that a tow truck driver cannot tow your car if the person is there present and they have to offer you an unhook fee. Well, in this situation, the vehicle wasn't even hooked up when I stopped him and told him to go away and get off my property. James Woody broke a municipal code that prevented him from taking our car. He committed grand theft auto. He committed battery and also forged a document so that he could steal this car. Everything he did was illegal, and the prosecutor didn't care. The police did not care. After my vehicle was stolen, 2 police officers showed up after calling me and saying, do you really want us to come by? And I said, yes. This tow truck driver stole my car. And when they showed up, I showed them this video. The two police officers, they didn't care. They don't care about our safety. They don't care about our community. They gave little to no shit about what happened. When they said this is a civil matter, I said, well, I'm going to walk away. And they said, sir, we need to investigate a battery case. I said, there's no battery to investigate. I said, this tow truck driver attacked me, and I tried to defend myself. And he even, he pretty much, like, he essentially assaulted my wife as well, stepped on her feet while he was over there. You kind of see in this little altercation here. And my wife sitting there pleading, telling him to drop the car, drop the car. He wouldn't drop the car. As you can see, as it pulls off, you can see the tire are on the pavement. So his claim is a lie. The police officers didn't care. They charged him and me with disorderly conduct. James Woody pled guilty because he definitely was disorderly, but he broke multiple laws that the police didn't care about. The prosecutor did not care. The entire justice system failed me. The police failed me. And I lost all faith that day in police officers. And consequently, I lost all faith in the justice system as well when they charged me with disorderly conduct.